Alright, man, so what is up, guys? Airball here, and I'm back with another video, and this is going to be the best LeBron James build on NBA 2K26. So right when we see time, let's just get straight into the video. So we're going to go right hand, your numbers really matter. We're just going to continue, but starting off with the position, we're going to go with small forward. We're going to go 6'8" for the height. I feel like 6'8s are really good this year, and then we're going to go with 237 for the weight, and then the wingspan is going to go up to 7'1". So one below the max is 7'2". The reason why we're going with 7'1" is so we get an 83 3-pointer, and that will give us bronze limitless range. And the reason why we're going with 237 for the weight is so we get 85 offensive rebound, which gives us a gold box out beast, which you can max +2 even to legend, which is kind of crazy. And it's also a pretty cheap attribute, so just keep that in mind when you're making a build like this. A 6'8 is that offensive rebound is a really cheap rating, so I'd probably just use it. Close shot is going to be a 71. Driving layup is going to be an 80. So 80 driving layup will be will give you physical finisher on silver, and we also get lit mix master on bronze, which is pretty solid. We're gonna have a 93 on the driving dunk, or 91 on the driving dunk, 91 driving dunk, and we're gonna get to 93 by specializing in finishing and using our 2 finishing cap breakers on our driving dunk to get it up to 93. And once we get the driving dunk up to 93, we'll be able to get posterizer on gold, which we can use our max +2 badge perk from the build specialization to get that up to legend, which would be permanent legend posterizer, which is, I think, is very nice. So yeah, 91 driving dunk is what I'm going to go with. You can also use 5 cap breakers, maybe if you don't want to specialize in finishing. And generally, just can use 5 cap breakers to get your driving dunk up to a 96. And then maybe you can use cap breakers on whatever else, like your vertical or whatever, to get it to an 85, and that way you can get Hall of Fame posterizer without using your max +2, but that's really up to you. I would just go 91 and then specialize it, and then max +2 to legend. But the 3-pointer is going to be 83. Like I said, we get bronze limitless range. We also get silver set shot, which again you can max +2. I've been playing this game a decent amount, and I have silver set shot specialist, and I'm not missing out the corner. Like, it is very rare for me to miss a shot on this game. I was kind of struggling with it at first because I was shooting with button, but as soon as I started to learn the rhythm shooting on this game, it became really easy. So I don't really think you're going to need the Hall of Fame set shot unless you really do struggle with shooting. Maybe you're a button shooter or something. Then 83-3, with silver or Hall of Fame will probably be really good. Me personally, I'll just keep it at silver because I think it's a really solid badge to have still, and I don't really think you need it at Hall of Fame because the shooting is really easy. Anyway, speed with ball is going to be a 75. We get silver lightning launch, and then the pass accuracy is going to be an 85, and we get dimer with 82. But the reason why we're going 85 is so we get versatile visionary on gold, and we get bailout on bronze. All right, and LeBron is known as a passer. He's like top 5 in assists of all time. So we want to get that pass accuracy up there to kind of replicate how he plays. We get gold diamond, we get bronze bailout, we get a few takeovers as well. We get the dish master takeover ability. So yeah, I mean, the pass accuracy is going to be very solid. You're going to be able to throw outlet passes just fine. So we'll be able to throw alley-oops and things like that. Interior is going to be a 60. We're going to have an 85 on the perimeter just to get on-ball menace on silver. We don't have it now because the agility isn't upgraded, but we will be able to get that. The steal is going to be a 73. So we get silver interceptor. We don't really need too much higher because the steals just aren't that great. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of okay with it because I really hated the canned pluck steals and all that. You dribble in front of someone and they just take it from your hands. So I personally like that, so I'm just not going to go with super high steal because I feel like you don't really need it that much. The block is going to be a 74, so we get bronze high fine denier and bronze paper shore. I would go 78 to get high fine denier on silver, but I feel like it's just block costs a lot on a 6'8". It really does. So I'm just going to go 74. If you want to change something, maybe to get to 78, then go ahead. Me personally, I'm just going to go with 74. We're going to have an 85 on the offensive rebounding. Like I said, it is a really cheap attribute. And I'm going to show you guys here actually how cheap it is after I'm done upgrading this. We're going to have an 83 on the speed, and then we're going to go ahead and max out the agility. So we get on-ball menace, we get our pick dodger, we get a decent amount of badges really. And 80 agility, I mean, you're kind of heavy, so you're going to have a good body types. But I think it's going to be fine. It's not going to be the greatest, but look, it is what it is. We're going to go with a 73 strength to get gold strong handle. And we also get a movable enforcer on bronze, which is solid. And also physical finisher on silver. And then the vertical is going to be an 82. And then we do have a few more attributes left to put on the build. So I'm just going to put it on free throw, get the 59. And that's essentially going to do it. But like I said with the offensive rebounding, this is such a cheap rating. I'm going to put this down to 70. And you guys see, we can't even get a single upgrade in the defensive rebound. We can't even upgrade another attribute. Like, let me just see this real quick. Offensive rebound is 5 times more cheap than free throw is. You guys see 59 free throw. I can only get it up 2. But if I go to offensive rebound and go to 70, I can get it from 70 to 85. So I can use 15 upgrade points to get my offensive rebound from 70 to 85 rather than using it on free throw to get it for like up 2. All right, so it's 7 times more cheap than the cheapest attribute in the game. I don't really know what's up with that. I don't know if that's gonna be, it won't be fixed because the game's already out. But if you're making a taller build like this, I just realized this, use your points on offensive rebound because it is insanely cheap. The only reason why it would be a little expensive is because the defensive rebound ties into that. All right, and defensive rebound is kind of expensive. So I would just go 85, or maybe if you want to go 80 and then lower your D-board to 65, that'd be fine. But in general, I mean, this is the cheapest attribute in the game, and it's not even particularly close unless you look at post control. No, you can only go up 3, but here you can go up 15. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't really use your points on defensive rebound because there's no point. It's very expensive. But besides that, build specialization and finishing, we get legend posterizer. You can use our max +1 from build specialization and physical finisher. Max +2 is probably limitless range, or and then max +2 tier 2, probably dimer maybe, versatile visionary, something like that. And then perimeter 85. You can also go Hall of Fame, on ball menace if you want to. And let me just check the build the tiers here. So I don't think you get on ball. No, on ball menace is tier 1. So I would probably use on ball menace honestly as my tier 1 max +2, and then tier 2 max +2 probably put on dimer to get that up to legend, something like that. You can also do box out beast to get that up to legend if you're playing big on the 2s. That could definitely help out. And this is the build name. It's going to be a 2-way play / put back pro. And its only weakness is that apparently it gets beat to every loose board. I guess that's because it doesn't have a high defensive rebound, but our offensive rebound is really good. So that doesn't really matter. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I post every single day in this channel, so make sure to stay tuned for daily uploads. And yeah, this is Airball. Peace.